First of all, Liza Vale, you better act, girl. You did that. You did that. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. I know I'm a little late, but I'm here with my How to Get Away with Murder Season 4, Episode 5 review. This episode is giving me, y'all, this whole season of How to Get Away with Murder is giving me my life. Like, listen, it could just be a show about Annalise, Jimmy Smits, and Bonnie and Frank, and like, I will be here for it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I will be 100% here for it. Like, I don't even have to have the side story with the kids because the way they doing West is so raggedy on this show. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't care who the baby belongs to. I feel like if it's gonna be Frank baby, that they have totally erased West's like whole character from the show. So I'm kind of not here for that storyline. I want Michaela to keep her job even though I don't like her. So I low-key feel like she shouldn't be doing all of this. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, this episode we start off with Bonnie. She running through the rain. We don't know where she's going, but she ends up at the therapist's office. She's in the therapist's office and she's crying, and she says that she did something to May. So she's talking about this person, May, and she says she has to make a confession. She didn't come there to get better. She came there to hurt her. He's like, girl, what are you talking about? And so we go into a flashback. We're in the year 2002, and Annalise is arriving at court with her client. So she's defending this councilman, and they stop them because the witness is arriving, and when we see the witness, we turn around, the witness is Bonnie. So now we realize that Bonnie and Annalise met each other. They weren't on the same side. They were on opposite sides. So we see Bonnie, long-haired Bonnie, come into the courtroom, and you know they stare each other down, and you know it's about to go down, okay? Sidebar, let me know which Bonnie do you like better. Do you like Pixie Cut Bonnie? Do you like Bob Bonnie? Or do you like sad long-hair Bonnie? My favorite Bonnie is the Bob Bonnie that we got the first couple of seasons, because I know this pixie haircut Bonnie just looked depressing to me, and it just looked, she looked waif and sick. Long hair Bonnie just looks sad. I like Bob Bonnie, and I wish she would go back to her Bob, excuse me. So now we're with Oliver and Connor. So Oliver and Connor have basically switched roles. Connor is at home and the homemaker while Oliver is going to work. Now, some kind of way he's gotten a job at Kaplan and Gold. They left us out of there, but I guess he work at Kaplan and Gold now, so he's there. Okay, so Michaela and Asher arrive to pick him up. They shuffling around a little bit, and they get up and go on out to work. Oliver does make a smart comment about him getting a job, which is kind of strange to me because Oliver didn't have a job for so long. Hey, whatever, that's neither here nor there. So they go get him to work, and Connor is left at home, and we find Laurel and Frank. They're having pregnancy sex, and in the morning at Bonnie's house, which is so tacky to me. Like, they're both just so tacky and trashy. Like, I'm just over it. Frank is a creep, and Laurel is trash. She's trash. Pure trash. But we'll talk about that later. And Bonnie texts Laurel, and she has to go to work. So Annalise has been talking to the former clients of Virginia. She's trying to get them on to sign on for her class action lawsuit. So she's running down to these different clients the things that they can get from the lawsuit. Like, they can get their case retried. They can get cleared, you know, their record cleared. They can also maybe get a settlement because somebody like, hey, look, you know, I'm gonna get some money. You can also get a settlement. You can also help so many people, or you will be able to help so many people because the justice system will be forced to hire more public defenders that can, you know, have the time and the resources to defend these people properly. So she gets like 24 people to sign on. So Annalise is excited. She only needs 16 more people to get this class action lawsuit going. Because remember, we needed 40 defendants. So she got it on lock. She got 24. Another flashback. Bonnie is testifying. One thing about Bonnie on the stand, she did handle her business on there. She said what she said. She stayed firm in the word. And she didn't let anybody turn her around, honey. Testifies that her dad worked at City Hall and that his office was in the basement, and he would bring her to the basement, and the councilman would come down there. He would ask her to lay on the couch, and then he would have sex with her. She was threatened with her. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But they asked when did they stop having sex with her. When she was 15 because she got pregnant. They asked her who was from. She said, I don't know who was from. There were several other men who had been raping her as well, and those men are also in jail. They said, well, what happened to the baby? She doesn't know. She passed out during labor, and when she woke up, her father told her that the baby was dead. That was that. And they get outside. Annalise and her boss is like, okay, are you going to cross-examine her? And she's like, I don't want to cross-examine her. You know, I really don't want to do this. And he's like, well, you know, I'm a man, white man. I got to, you know, it's going to look bad if I cross-examine her. Basically saying you have to cross-examine her. And she's like, listen, You know, I want my name on that door if I cross-examine her. So she wants to be partner at this law firm. So she decides that she's going to cross-examine her. When she's home with Sam, Sam is giving her the hormones. So this is before that other case, the case with Wes and his mom, because he's giving her the hormone injections for her to try to get pregnant. And so he's telling her that maybe she shouldn't take this case on. And she's like, you know, everything don't have to do with her getting molested when she was a child, because obviously she was a victim too, and she sees, you know, what this girl has been through, because she's been through something similar to that. He just tells her that, you know, he's warning her about taking the case and telling her that she can't say no. So I would really like to see, that's what I'm saying, like they can leave all the rest of the people out of the show, because I would really want to see like what happened to her and Sam's relationship, because it happened in between the time Bonnie moved in, but we met up with them, where their relationship totally fell apart probably after she lost the baby and all of that different stuff. So I would like to see like what happened in their relationship, because it seems like it wasn't really that bad of a relationship, you know, at the beginning. We're back in 2017. Bonnie asked Nate to go check on these clients, because she's been through the computer looking and finding clients just like Annalise has, and she sees that 24 of the clients that Virginia had, now all their lawyers are pending. So she wants to know, has Annalise been up to the jail? She said, go check for yourself. And she's like, well, they're lying to me. They're not gonna lie to you and tell the truth. And he was like, well, maybe she's trying to do something good. Maybe you just need to let it go. She's like, she's not trying to do anything good. And he like, listen, I'll go up there and check, but you need to really think about why you doing all this, because you really getting kind of single white female with your shit. He said, that's not cute. And she's like, I'm not trying to be cute, bitch. You ain't cute anyway. Number one, Bonnie, and number two, that's why Annalise said you a bad lawyer, because you keep letting your personal feelings get in the middle of, you know, what's going on. Because my thing is, what she's doing is not illegal, so why are you worried about it? Sorry, y'all, I be getting all upset. Michaela is at work, and Tegan calls her into the office. She did it first. She was like, sit down. No, stand up. No, sit down. No, stand up, because we want to see how they fit. She like, what you talking about? Pull out the box of Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Red bottoms. These is bloody shoes. She's strutting through the office. She like, girl, you gonna be getting an offer soon. You can buy your own shoes. That's something like, Michaela, you about to mess up your whole life because of what happened in the past. Girl, you messing over Tegan. And my thing is, you taking the trust that she putting in you, and you just throwing it in the trash, like throwing it to the wayside. You finna get another sister girl fired when they find out about all this mess. Either she gonna be dead or fired. I hope she make it through the season of live thing. Right after that, Laurel calls her and tells her that they need to break into the files. So she like, I can't get into Tegan files. You know, she like, well, you need to find a way. It's the way that you can get into the files to find this information, more information about that guy that's supposed to be dead, that's not dead, or that's dead, that donate money to Denver campaigns. This is the plan. The flashback. Now we're at the time where Annalise is going to cross-examine Bonnie. So she gets up there and she asks her questions about, you know, has she ever heard of hysterical pregnancy or selective memory loss syndrome? Particularly hysterical pregnancy is when you think you're pregnant, but there's actually no baby. I mean, because she never saw the baby. So are she sure that she ever was really pregnant in the first place? And why didn't she tell anybody when she was 14? And Bonnie was handling her. She said, I was getting raped by dozens and dozens of men. My dad threatened to burn me and my sister in the furnaces of City Hall. So that's why I never told anybody. Would you tell somebody? So she was getting her together. Annalise cornered her into saying that she's not 100% sure that it was the councilman who was raping her, because she doesn't no evidence other than her memories from 10 years ago. So she's like, can you trust your memory? Can you trust this man has a wife? He has kids. You know, he has a family. You know, are you 100% sure, because you was getting raped by dozens and dozens of people, you know, all dozens and dozens of white men who all look similar. So are you sure that this man is the man? And so she couldn't say with 100% certainty that that this guy was the guy. When she went to the police, or whenever this all came to fruition, she was just going off of his voice that she saw him on TV. Annalise cornered her, and she couldn't say she was 100% sure, and they got off. She got the guy off. Oliver and Michaela, so they stay late to work, and they sneak it on the files, and they find this letter, but there's a pop-up that comes up, or something they're supposed to do, so they take a picture of it really quick, and they almost get caught by Simon, because he comes in, and you have to realize, I think that Simon and Oliver might have went on some dates or something when him and Connor was broke up, because he refers to, oh, you remember when we did such and such, and they going to lunch together, and they going to get drinks together and all this. So I think that Oliver going to end up cheating on Connor. That's what I really think is going to happen. Sidebar, they almost got caught, but they play it off with Simon, and then they figure out that it's a cease and desist letter. Okay, so it's a cease and desist letter that this guy got like a week before he disappeared or he died. So they figure it out from the date and the address and all of that. Therapist is realizing that Bonnie has really serious feelings for this May person. So he encourages her to say, I love you. out loud, okay? She said, you know, she was looking for a mama. Basically, I was looking for a mama, she was looking for a child. You know, they had stuff in common because they both lost babies and they both were abused. And when she went to Annalise, she was just looking for somebody that wasn't gonna rape her. So that's why she went to Annalise, and that's how they were drawn together. But she doesn't say Annalise, she refers to her as May. And remember, her name is Julie when she's going to see the therapist. Therapist is like, okay, he going with it, okay? So Connor is at the house and he's on, like, you know, Humper or one of them apps and looking for somebody, and the guy is like, oh, you want to come over? So he's like basically about to cheat on Connor, but he decides to get on up and go and do something with himself because he finds out that Oliver is not coming home. Oliver is working late with Michaela and probably going to have drinks with that dude, with Simon, after work, honey. He gets all upset because he had made dinner and cleaned up the house and all this. So he was on there with the Humper with the dude, but he changes his mind and he gets up and he goes to see Annalise. And when he got to the door, when he said, hey girl, hey, I died, okay? Hey girl, hey, I'm into it. I just complete their story. So she gets him to help her. She gives him a little speech about getting his shit together. It was a nice, gentle speech, but it was still a speech. And she says, at the end, she like, you gonna help me do what I do because you ain't got shit to do anyway. You at your house chilling. So Laurel is the most trifling hoe like I have ever seen in my life. You doing all of this in the name of Wes, but you ready to jump in the bed and screw Frank in Wes' bed. When Frank gets to the house, he's like, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in West, nah, I can't do this, girl. This is too much. Even he got a stopping point. Laurel is disgusting to me. Like, I cannot. So he asks her if the baby is his, and he reveals that when we thought that he didn't sleep with her, or she said they didn't sleep together that time when he came by the house after her and Wes was together that one time or them few times or whatever, when he was putting on his clothes in the morning, but come to find out they did sleep together. So this is why she's doing all of this. Now we know why she running around trying to make everybody feel guilty and she want to solve the crimes, because not only did her daddy kill Wes, I don't really think he was trying to kill Wes. I think he's supposed to kill Frank, to be honest with you. But I think they mistakenly killed Wes. But not only did her daddy kill Wes, she's fucked over him and had sex with Frank while they was together. And it's a possibility that baby is not for Wes. Now, do I think the baby, do I think the baby is for Frank? No, I don't think the baby is for Frank. I think the baby is probably for Wes, because I don't think they would do it like that. Because then what would be the point of going through all of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be the point for her going so hard? They would just have Wes die. We would have been sad about it. You know, people would have raged and been angry, but everybody would have pretty much went on with their life at this point. But Laura is running around town doing all of this stuff to people because she feel guilty about what she did with Frank when she was still with Wes. So she cheated on him and she feel like trash about it. So she screams and yells at him and tells him to get out of the house and don't ever say that again. You know, the baby is not his and blah, blah, blah. Girl, good night. The therapist asks Bonnie to repeat over and over again that she loves May over and over, because he realizes that she don't hate May. Everybody love Annalise. We ain't figured that out yet. Okay. She says, I love her, I love her, I love her, I love her. And y'all, I think that it is a mix. And while she's saying this, all the memories are flashing through her brain, or later on, all the memories are flashing through her brain at some point about all the interactions. We get the awkward, weird kiss. We get at her knees crying and begging. We get all those different things from her. So, I don't know. I kind of felt like it's a mix of romantic love and motherly love and maybe sisterly love. Like, she was everything to her. She had finally admitted she felt safe in the home. She misses her. She misses being a part of that family that she had when she was with her. So I think it's a mix of romantic love and another type of love. My whole thing is like, girl, why didn't you just tell her, girl? Like, I don't understand, sis. You taking yourself through all of this drama, because even they was like, why don't you just go ask her what she's trying to do instead of going through all this drama? Like, I just don't understand, y'all. But she's so upset with her because she thinks she put her out of this family that she missed so much, and she just threw her away. So at some point in the show, Annalise goes to go visit Claudia, I think her name is. This is the girl who beat her tail black and blue when she was in jail. She's trying to get her to sign on to the case. Same thing. So later on in the episode, she calls Annalise and say, hey, we decided that we gonna, you know, be down for it. I'm in, and I got like 16 people to join in with me. So Annalise hang up the phone. She get the bow. Bow, I still got it. Bow, bow, I still got it. So she did a little dance. And y'all, that just made my heart so happy. We haven't seen Annalise have a joyful moment without being drunk in like the whole show. Okay? Like like all 4 seasons. So I was just happy. It was nice to see her have a real legitimate moment of joy, being able to accomplish something good that's not covering up a murder. You know what I'm saying? Things like this. She's happy, but in that very second, she gets a phone call and people start dropping out. Turns out Bonnie went to the jailhouse. She saw there was a camera, so she got the camera footage and saw that Annalise had been up there. She saw who she had been to see. She went to go see all of those people and gave them better deals, so they started dropping out. Oh, Annalise was upset. By the end, she had knocked the whole board down. She was pissed the hell off. Showdown. It's like the OK Corral. You see Bonnie rolling up on somewhere and she going somewhere and she get out the car, and who is she meeting up with? Annalise in the middle of the parking lot, the gas station or whatever they at. They're going back and forth with each other. Annalise is like, look what you've done. Bonnie just goes on and on about how she, she picked her up and a trashy girl and dressed her up like her, and then you just threw her away like she was just another intern and all of this. And Annalise is like, I never saw you as trash. I wanted to help you because I saw you. I see who you are. Flashback. After the trial, Annalise comes to Bonnie and is like, hey, I think you could be a great lawyer. You know your way around the courtroom. I quit. She quit the job after the court. So she cross-examined and she won the case, but she quit. So we know that Annalise could do the job. She could do it. She could be a shark, but she also realizes that that's not what she wants to do. So she decides to help her. She says, come with me, look at me. I went through something, and look at me. I'm in school. I don't think she said I went through the same thing you did, but she was like, look at me. Look at what I did for myself, and you can do the same thing too. So Bonnie comes to live with her and Sam, and they start their new journey together. She tells her, I did that because I see you, not because I thought you was a charity case. It's because I see you. I went through the same thing. I understand how it feels to be in your position, and I wanted to help you. And she's like, I let you go because you don't need me anymore. It's not because I think you trash. It's because you can live your own life. You are strong. I never saw you in that way. And now look what you have done. She trying to help people. She didn't do nothing but make them more victims of the damn system. And like I said, you took your personal feelings against Annalise and messed up all these people's lives. Furthermore, continue to keep their life jacked up, okay, because you had a vendetta against Annalise, and that's what makes her a shitty lawyer. Just period. Your feelings is hurt, and now you feel some type of way. That's when we see at the beginning of the episode when Bonnie is running. That's after this happens. So that's when she runs to the therapist, tells the therapist all of this stuff, and they're into their session. We realize that Bonnie has finally accepted the truth about her relationship with Anna Mae, and accepts that she loves her. And I mean, y'all, she was snotting, crying, and everything. Liza Vale did that. She was acting her ass off. I'm not gonna lie to you, Liza, girl. You need all the awards for that, because I really believe that you was in love with Annalise. She says, I love her many times, and she started talking about she slips up and says, class action. The best part about this scene was Jimmy Smith, because you could literally see his face change, like, class action, lawyer. He was like, wait a minute. He stands up like, girl, stop talking. May, you talking about Annalise? You the one she fired. You Bonnie. And the thing about Bonnie's face that perplexed me was that she looked like she knew already that was her therapist. She was like, you have helped me so much, and you this, that, and the other. It was like she wasn't shocked that, he... You know what I'm saying? She wasn't shocked that he found out who she was, or he's putting all this together. It's like she already knew. Like, I need for Bonnie to get her life together and stop stalking. She's stalking Annalise at this point. Like, it's turning into, ooh, child. Bonnie is, it's a little bit too much codependency for me, honey, going on. I just don't know. That was just strange to me. So he jumped up like, you need more help, girl, than I can give you. I can't do nothing for you. Like, girl, this is crazy. She's my client. And as well, he said that she had only been his client for a month earlier, in the episode. So I don't think that Annalise been there that long either. So I think she done found out and went to her same therapist, y'all. That's crazy. Laurel and them are looking at the evidence that they got from the files, and they figure out that, like I said, it was a cease and desist letter. The dude got it a week before he was missing, or he was dead. When they're in the apartment, Asher calls Michaela and is like asking her to dinner or something like that, and she says no, she's working late. But Asher is actually outside her apartment, and he sees her in the window, and that she's lying. Then our flash forward this week. It's only 2 weeks later, guys. Bonnie is arriving at the scene, and we see that they say the suspect is in jail, and then we pan to the jail. In jail is Asher sitting there crying hysterically to the point where I started laughing because he was really getting it. So, I mean, did he kill Simon? Did he think that Laurel is cheating on him? What about this baby that Bonnie had and got thrown away, child? Where's the baby? I have a feeling that maybe not this season, but next season they gave us that little tidbit because that'll come up later. Bonnie got a baby out there in the world somewhere. What is going to happen with Frank and Bonnie? Like I said, they're clearly not in a relationship if he's screwing Laurel, but he's doing it. I mean, it's just weird. So we'll find out more about that. I think that Connor and Oliver are definitely going to break up, but I think that Oliver is going to cheat on Connor. It's not going to be the opposite way around. And I think that he's going to have issues with the group when they find out that he's back working for Annalise. So that should also be interesting when it all goes down, or that's going to be one of the things that bring them back together when this West plot get hot, because they're going to find some more evidence. And Tegan, I think on the teaser, they just giving us a little something to watch. I don't think she really has anything to do with anything. I think she gonna get screwed over though in the process of them doing all of this, especially them using her, you know, getting into her files because she works for Antara. So that's gonna be an issue. I hope she make it through the season alive, guys. If I missed anything, I know you guys are gonna fill me in. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all got some more subscribers this weekend. Hey, new subscribers, how you doing? I'm trying to work my way up to 1K, y'all. We almost there. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Share my video with your friends. I will see you guys next week. I don't think there's going to be any Scandal video this week just because Scandal was all right. It wasn't really that great, and I had the funeral and stuff, so I feel like it's a little bit too late for me to be putting that video out now. So y'all guys have a blessed week. I will see y'all tomorrow for American Horror Story. Peace.